So hello, good afternoon. My name is Paola and today I'll be talking about the topic I chose for the final presentation. So let's start it. So I chose why should we stop eating fish, and especially from the fish industry that is the one who's really destroying our planet and our oceans. So I think it's not a secret that most of people love the ocean, and we love also what it represents for us as humans and what it represents for the planet. The ocean has been inspiration for musicians, designers, all kinds of artists, and unfortunately, in the recent years, our oceans have been under threat, and it really needs our help. So even if saying that saving the ocean sounds like a huge thing and it might be seen as an overwhelming task, I think every little action that we do with our heart can make a difference. So to start, I think it's important to understand why the ocean is so important for us and what is he doing for us, basically. So the ocean absorbs carbon from the atmosphere, and then what he does is to regulate the temperature, and he can also produce oxygen. So we can't live without the oceans, and they are essential for Earth's ecosystem. Oceans can absorb a quarter of all the carbon dioxide that we put into the atmosphere. So I think it's really important to consider taking care of him, since the ocean is taking care of us also. So another important aspect of the ocean is that it can influence our health and our well-being. When we visit the ocean, we feel calm, we feel relaxed, we feel happy, and it creates a sensation of happiness and of a sensation of joy. And so it's not only the benefits of giving us air to breathe, but also giving us mental health. The situation with the ocean and the biggest threats that we can name right now are overfishing, plastic pollution, and bleaching. So the thing with the overfishing is that the huge ships from rich nations are coming to the poorest nation of the planet, and they're taking like hundreds of millions of fishes out of the water with their nets. And the thing is that these nets, they grab everything. They can control what they're fishing. So basically, tangle in these nets, you can have dolphins, you can have turtles, you can have sharks. And because of this, the environment and the ecosystem is really affected. Other aspects from the fish industry are the fish farms. This has a terrible impact on the natural habitats, and especially for those that are used to reproduce and to have these prawns and salmon. They are all like crammed in these huge cages in the middle of the water, and they create an artificial environment for them. They also need to be fed with other small fishes that they take out of the ocean, which is really absurd. And the thing with this is that the places in the cages where they're supposed to grow, they are connected to the rivers, And these rivers are also contaminated with chemicals as pesticides or veterinary medicines. So we're not just eating a product that is raised and produced in these very unnatural conditions, but we're also eating something that might be unhealthy for our bodies. One of the biggest problems that I also found is that the coastal areas around the world, they can see how their habitats have been altered because the fish farms, especially the mangroves, that are very special ecosystems, and they're very important for places like an island. They protect us from the cyclones, they protect us from the storms on the ocean, and they're basically dying due to the continuous use of the fish farms. So we shouldn't be just worried about that we're eating fishes full of mercury, but we should also consider that we're eating fishes full of plastic, and we're eating fishes that are contaminated with chemicals, and we're putting that into our bodies. Maybe if you live in the city, you're thinking that this is not a problem that affects you, or you're not causing any trouble because you're living in a big city and you're far from the ocean, for example. Someone living in Bogota maybe is not thinking about the ocean every day because it's not really close to it. But just let me tell you that the ocean starts on the river, the ocean starts in the shower, and all the products or the chemical products that you use for your hair, for your face, at the end of the day, they're gonna be in the ocean. So if you don't want to just stop eating fishes because it might be hard to do it just like immediately, you can try avoiding all these chemical and harming products that are bleaching, for example, the corals. You can find products that are eco-friendly, especially like shampoo and soap, that are the ones that we use every day. And also, don't buy any souvenir when you visit a place that is made of turtle shells or seashells, or any similar souvenir like this one. So to finish, I would like to share this beautiful message that I found of Jacques Cousteau. People protect what they love, and I think we love our oceans, and as I said at the beginning, we are fascinated for it since we are a child. So it is important to return what is doing for us. So, well, thank you for listening.